And just because I'm validating you have a right to your feelings doesn't mean that I have to agree. And just because we don't agree doesn't mean that we need to have a beef. The gift of honesty is
It seems random, but I got purpose. Things coming together so beautifully. One day, it all makes sense. Just you wait and see. Take this journey with me. Purposely random, purposely random, purposely random, purposely random.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Angela Elise, and this is the podcast Purposely Random, a podcast by Angela Elise. Let's get into the theme song of today's show. I really dig you and all your honesty. Yeah, you give me yourself and me. Yeah, you give me yourself and me, baby. It might take me off guard at first, but I appreciate your effort. Ooh. All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? It is your girl yet again. Like I said before, Angela Elise. This is the podcast. Today we're going to talk about honesty. I sent out a Facebook message the other day because I joined this group about being saved and single with no kids. And they brought up something about, was it that group? I don't know. I don't remember what group it was in, but I remember I talked about needing to make honesty normalized. And you might say, Angela, what you talking about, Willis? What are you talking about? I'm saying, like, people don't need to be responsible for coddling you and your feelings, okay? Like, they should be okay with being honest. They have every right to feel how they feel, and you have every right to feel how you feel. And just because I'm validating you have a right to your feelings doesn't mean that I have to agree. And just because we don't agree doesn't mean that we need to have a beef. The gift of honesty is you tell your truth, you live in your truth, and then I get to consent to if I want to be involved in that truth, if I want to vibe with it, if I want to jive with it. If you're lying, you rob that person of that experience. You rob them of being able to say, I consent to this. I'm with this. I'm all about this. I'm all about the consequences that come with the decision because I'm fully aware of the decision I'm making. If you're not honest with them, you're not allowing them to do those things. I think this is something that we can definitely expand on further, but being vulnerable with someone, aka being honest with them, is extremely tough. And the more that you reject someone's honesty because it doesn't fit into the mold of what you want, the more you rob that person of their vulnerability. So it's twofold. Basically, let me try to rewrap this around so you guys get it. So you as an honest person, you telling your truth, you allow the other person to consent to what it is that your truth is. They get to buy into it or not, knowing the full picture of what's going on. Number two, the other flip side of being a listener of that honesty, you're responsible for taking that truth and seeing what it really is. So not dismissing it, validating it, but also then applying it to yourself. Is this something that I want to do? Yes, it is. No, it's not. But I'm not judging this person for telling me the truth. It's just, listen, that just does not fit into my wheelhouse of things that I can accept for myself. But I definitely appreciate your honesty. And just reinforcing that, I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate the honesty because at the end of the day, people, it's hard because we've gotten to this sense of projection since we got into this place of like, oh, you don't believe what I believe? I'm about to fight you, cuz. I'm about to fight you, yo. You better believe what I believe. And if you don't, you're a fool. But it's like, yo, that's their truth. That's their life. Let them live in their consequences. Let them live in their choices. I'm just asking you, don't bring me along with your lie. Be real. Give me the full scope of the picture so that way I can be like, let me go ahead and crop myself. Let me go ahead and crop myself out of this one. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit today about, we talked about honesty. Let's talk about honesty with yourself. So, therapy. This week, we've started kind of reprocessing some things. So, I'm normally like the one where you just talk yourself through and then they give you some advice here and there. But I've been doing this tapping thing and I forget what it's called. I know that there's a phrase for it where you tap and you think about a memory, and man, I hate it. That's like one of the worst parts of therapy is getting into your subconscious and then reprocessing it and bringing up the feelings and how are you feeling in your body and what things are you feeling about yourself. And I'm just like, listen, I'm gonna do it, but I don't really like it. I don't really like it. But I think it's gonna be really helpful. I'm on this journey to reprocess some of my emotional neediness, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit about that. But oh, sorry, I'm out here just slapping things around. My neediness emotionally, and my longing for acceptance, and my lack of value in myself. So those are some things I'm gonna be working on. So I'm excited to share that journey with you guys, and we'll see how it goes. If you want to be a guest on my podcast where we talk about all types of cool stuff, mental health, relationships, aliens, karate. I don't know. We don't really talk about karate. But if you want to be on here, hit me up. Slide into the DMs. That's acceptable. Not if you're trying to be my boo and you're really not trying to be my boo. Don't slide into the DMs. But if you are trying to be about this business and about this growth, holla at your girl. Closing thought. Let's talk about. Let's talk about. Oh, before we do closing thoughts, okay, which is red flags. You guys know this. Let's talk about the Mandela Effect. So today I was watching another podcast that I really like on ADD, and they're playing like quarantine games. They're playing Uno, which is dope. If anyone wants to play online Uno, hit me up. I don't know what they're doing, but I want to be a part of it. I love board games. But they were talking about the Mandela Effect. Have you guys heard of it? I think about it all the time. So look into the Mandela Effect. Let's talk about it the next time that we're on the podcast. We might do a live session so we can talk about it then. The final thought. Red flags. Red flags, red flags, red flags. Oh, watch out. So this last red flag today, we're going to talk about WYD. The infamous text of any boy or girl just trying to fool around. What you doing? They probably send that text message to about 5 other people. They can't even type it out. What are you doing? Like, they can't even type out what are you doing. So that means they're just trying to put out feelers there to see what any one of their shorties are doing. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe you're in a relationship, committed relationship with someone. You guys don't really want to text it out. I get it. But if they don't acknowledge anything else that you said throughout the text conversation, that hit you with the WYD, that's a sign. Okay? You deserve a whole sentence. What are you doing? How was your day? I want to see you. If you want to know what I'm doing, ask me, can I see you, beautiful? Let me take you out. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here all up in my DMs talking about what you doing. There's video chat. How about that? This braid is annoying. All right. So that's enough. And we out here. As always, be real, be you. Do what you came here to do. Be the light that you want to see. I don't know if I'm feeling that, but the catchphrase, be you, be real, be you. Do what you came here to do and be the light that you want to see. Catch y'all later. Bye.
Random, purposely, random, purposely.